Hi and welcome, guys. It's Captain Savage Aquatics. Just continuing the live stream from the old one. Wait for people to roll in here. Hey yo, Guppy King Aquatics. Welcome back. Yeah, the other stream was having too many issues. I think it was on YouTube's end. I just couldn't get it to properly reconnect, and I wasn't seeing the chat, and it kept bugging out. So I had to close YouTube and restart. Missed that one, last one. Yep. So now that I'm in my bedroom, I get way better Wi-Fi connection. So it wasn't my phone dying because my phone's plugged in. I just can't move around right now. I'm at 33%, so I probably could stream for 20 minutes before my battery was at, or 20 minutes, half hour before my battery was at 10 or 15%. So I figure right here, um, I'll be able to charge since I'm actually with the wall charger or whatever. Meant tail. Yep. So there's Miss Molly. Hi, girly girl. Yeah, so good. Easy. Back off. Get off my cord. Oh, you bitch. Excuse my language. Sorry. Didn't mean to say that, but she does scratch the heck out of my legs. Because she's a crazy dog right now. Pain in the ass, sometimes. Now, the only problem is I gotta see if I can't find a Type C fast charging cable, USB C cable for like a 10 footer or a 15 footer. That way I can be plugged in and walk around the room. $1. Yep, you're right. Exactly. Trying to keep this family friendly, but whatever. And in my room, I really don't have any seats, and nor can I get to the corner of the bed and just zoom in on those tanks. Because if I zoom in here, you're gonna see the shaking of my hands too badly. I guess that's not that bad. I just can't spell today. So, that's a tank from the distance. And those, hopefully tomorrow or later today, will be gone. And the 75 will be in its place and cleaned up and filled up with water before I have to go to work tomorrow. The moment you have YouTube say sending too many comments. Yeah, right? So the 75 is going to go there. And then I got to figure what I'm going to put on the end. Maybe I'll leave it empty. Um, go from there. Big Easy's back in the house. HC Aqua's back in the house saying, hey, Mark. Big. It says Fish Tropic. So we got 6 people in here. See if we can't get back to 10 or 11 or 12 people in here again. So, sorry, I'm kind of scrolling fast. Is that guppy grass in the tank? No, that's some Christmas moss and Java moss and Java fern. Um, some water sprite that's small right now. That right there in that tank, sorry, I don't mean to focus on my finger, is Java moss, Christmas moss, Java fern, some water wisteria, maybe other plants that got buried. KG Cichlid says, what do you have, Verizon? Yeah, I have Verizon, but I'm not using that right now. I'm just using the Wi-Fi on my phone. Guppy King Aquatic says, oh, nice. Spectrum, yeah. Only problem is my landlord has the base package, internet, and the amount of walls I have to go through. I'm thinking about if he'd be willing to up it, and I paid the difference, just getting a repeater or whatever, um, so I could pick up the signal better uh, for my place. Let's see. Guppy King acquires. Oh, laugh out loud. Okay, nice. Spectrum, be right back. Says Guppy King Aquatics. But I do have Naha grass on my shrimp tank, a ton of it. Enough that I could probably sell a huge bunch and still have plenty left. So that's the tanks. Now that I got that filter working, I'm going to take those fake plants out in that pork chop raspberry tank when I move it, and I'm gonna move some of the Naha grass in there. Psychedelic Babe says, "Morning, Captain. Morning to you. How are you? Sorry for shaking this." Guppy King Aquatics says, "Okay, back. Laugh out loud." Yeah, cool. So I've already streamed Psychedelic Babe for like probably an hour and 20 minutes. This the stream crapped out on my phone. Psychedelic, I can't even talk. Psychedelic Babe says, "I'm good, thanks, hon. How are you?" I'm good. Just very busy. I stopped streaming for a while and stopped creating video content because the overtime dropped off at work. But now I'm at a different house, so I'm getting overtime back. So I'm planning on getting internet back or seeing if my landlord will up his coverage and literally let me run a hard line from my desktop up to his router. But if that's not possible, I'll just have to get straight internet again. Everyone's saying hi, Psychedelic Babe. Yeah, I watched a bit of the last one, but had to shower. Psychedelic Babe says hi, everyone. Hey, everyone. Belvin's Aquatic Empire says hi, Psychedelic Babe. Psychedelic Babe says marine tank goes today and the freshwater tanks begin. Good for you. That's awesome. What are you gonna do with all those supplies that for saltwater? Are you just gonna sell them locally, or just hold on to them? That way, if you get back into salt, you'll have the stuff. Sai says hi, Melvin. Guppy Kings Aquatics says I'll take them. Right. I'm thinking about setting up a one saltwater tank, probably a 55 or bigger. Just that way I have a little bit of leadway with that much water. All sold. Oh, okay, that's cool. Very cool. Don't mind that background that's like falling down. These are all gonna be moved tomorrow anyways. That's my or later today. Guppy King's car says, "Ah, oh, dang, laugh out loud." As it is size in the UK, so that does you no good anyways, because it wouldn't be worthwhile to ship all that supplies over here to the US. Guppy. Sai says, "Never again will I do salt. Way too expensive and time consuming." Have you ever kept salt, Captain? The closest to salt I kept was a brackish tank for my northern back terrapins. That was a 40 breeder. Um, and that's the closest I got to salt. Guppy King Aquatic says, I didn't know she was there, was here or there. Laugh out loud. Psychedelic Babe says, fish are way too expensive too, which is disappointing. Yeah, everything salt is way more expensive. I wouldn't mind setting up a little tiny clown tank. You know what I mean? I'm keeping a 6 gallon nano salt. Yeah, that's small. Psychedelic Babe says, "Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm in Liverpool, UK. Yep. And Miss Molly. Sorry, I was zoomed in so people could see those tanks. Whoa, whoa! What the hell was going on there? Miss Molly's just driving me nuts. Don't mind me, guys. Like I said, um, I'm plugged in so I can charge my battery, and I'm almost to 40% battery again. Um, my phone, normally, if I'm not using it, from like 15% or 8% battery, in about 15 minutes, it'll be at 50% or more. Molly says Fish Tropic. Fish Guppy King Squad. $1. Guppy King of Quad, and I think that phone has a ghost in it. It doesn't charge on the cord. Yes, it does. It's charging right now. Because when I started this stream, I was at 33%. I've gained 4%. Obviously, it charged way quicker if I I wasn't streaming. Psychedelic Babe says, I'm on 8%. Do I have to go and charge? Nice to see you back, Captain. Have a great day. You too. Thank you for the support, Si. And I'll catch you later. We'll be looking forward to your content. I'm going to start watching everyone again all as much as I can. Angela's Fish Tank says, hi all. Hi again all. 22% here. Select Pet says, hi folks. Time for the commute home. I'll be driving, so I may be quiet. That's fine, Select Pet. Welcome. And this is part 2 of the stream anyways. Fish Tropic gives a big thumbs up. Psychedelic Babe says, yeah, new tank is starting on August 3rd when I get my JBL package. That's sweet. Yeah, I got a 75 gallon for $40. So these 3 tanks are moving to the rack. And then the 2 right there are moving onto the rack. So I'm taking all the stands out of there, like the coffee table and that one black roller stand, and getting rid of that. And then I'm going to set up a rack system there for either 20 longs, 40 breeders, something like that. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Melvin's Aquatic Empire says, Psychedelic Babe, would you do a marine tank, meaning fish only? Psychedelic Babe says, no, Melvin, never again. Haha, freshwater only now. Fish Tropic, 3 in the morning, and we're having fish talk with you. Y'all morning. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Well, we're starting to get some of the people from Europe over here. So that's good. As it is, I'm probably only going to stream maybe till 3:30, quarter to 4, because I have to be to work, but I'll leave for work by noontime. And that means I want to get some rest and get some sleep, because as it is, I'll probably wake up at 6 or 7, because Molly will want to go back out for her morning walk. And then it'll depend on whether or not I stay up or I go back to sleep till like 9 o'clock, and then get up, move the 75 gallon, or move these 3 tanks to the rack, move the 75 gallon in, fill that up, get the filter on it, and go from there. Guppy King Aquatic, 2:53 a.m. here. Laugh out loud. In hell, I mean Florida. Haha. Melvin's Aquatic Empire says, okay, PSB, what kind of freshwater tank are you doing? Are you gonna do, PS? Psychedelic Babe says it's 7:54 a.m. here. Yeah, so that makes sense because it's 2:54 here. So yeah, I have to move the tanks. Yep. So my goal is to set up my tripod tomorrow, and I don't think I'll live stream me doing the move because that'll be boring. But I may do like a time lapse or the speed it up, and explain what I'm doing, and then as each tank gets set up, maybe I'll do individual videos. That way, have like several videos that I can show of the move. Psychedelic Babe says, haha, Melvin, I have 3 tanks ready to be set up. Cichlids and a few planted tanks. Angela's Fish Tank says, hi, PB. Sai saying hi back to Angelo. Melvin, very cool. So, the fun thing is whether or not I decide to put fish in that 75 tomorrow, because I do have enough material to pretty much insta cycle between plants and used media with beneficial bacteria. I probably won't. I'll probably let the tank sit for a couple weeks with just plants in it. Maybe I'll throw snails in it. You know, whatever snails I can find. Psychedelic Babe says, yeah, I can't wait, Melvin. One of these tanks costs me the same as what I would buy a marine fish. Buy a marine fish, haha. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you on that. So, yeah. Funny thing is, you know what's funny, guys? That dresser is 6 feet long, or like 6.5 feet long. And the perfect width to put like a 125 or a 150 on, depending on the dimensions, right on that dresser. Fish Psychedelic Base says right now I really have to go to my phone's gonna die. Talk to you later, all. Love y'all. All right, thank you for stopping in. I truly appreciate it. Guppy Aquatics says, have you ever tried doing a no water changes tank, like all natural? I have. I've done that, and then I eventually feel bad for the fish because I just know the TDS is high. Just retopping off the tank. Bye, Sai. See ya, PBs. Well, later. Bye, Captain. It's a cyclic. Babe, bye. See you later. Bye, Sai. Don't mind me. I'm just laying in bed because, like I said, my cord's not long enough to reach the edge of the bed where I can get really zoomed in. But let me see. So at least that's a little bit closer so you can see the fish. Love the beard. Love the Guppy King of Quad says, love the beard going. Yep. I'm actually going to shave it off tomorrow, anyways. And probably buzz the rest of my hair off. Um, that's the thing that's nice about work at this new place. They got a lot of weight equipment, and I'm actually lifting weights at work because the guys want to lift weights. So, it's kind of cool. Wait, why? Laugh out loud. Because it gets. I don't know. I don't know. I just. Because I keep my hair short on top, so I figured I might as well not have a beard. Sometimes it's just easier to just, shave and be done with it. I know it's easier just not to just let the beard grow out, but I do that during the winter half the time. So, let's see these fish. But yeah, that's what's going on. I don't know really what else to talk about, unfortunately. Let's see, because I've been talking about what I'm planning on doing over the next tomorrow, later today, partly tomorrow, some tomorrow. Because technically it's early Thursday morning. And I think I'm at just about 2 hours for streaming at this point. Because I'm about 2 minutes from hitting 20 minutes again for the part two. So maybe another 10 minutes and I'll be at 2 hours between the two of them. Guppy King of Colic says, laugh out loud when I go all bald with a beard. I look like a garden gnome. Yeah, that is funny. I've bicked my head. I've shaved it down to zero with my trimmers as close to nothing as I can, and then I'll put shaving cream on my head and I'll bick my head, and I'll look like Mr. Clean when I shave. So yeah, so I've been trying to exercise at work, lift some weights, so that's what I've been doing. Been nice, gives me a change of pace and something else to do at work besides this just what work. So yeah. Hey Angelo, you're back. Angelo's Fish Tank says, "Yeah, I made it back. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud, Mister Clean. Cool. Yeah." I would shave my head till my barber said I'm gonna miss it when I get older, and now I don't shave my head anymore. Yeah, well, problem is my hairline. I've been losing my hair since I was 17, 18 years old. I got my first gray hair at 18 or whatever, or 19, and I've been losing my hair since then. So right through the middle is very light, so it's easier to just shave it sometimes. Angel's Fish Tank says, "How's the Oscars? They're great. The two little tiger Oscars are like 3 times the size they were. The females filled out a lot. Um, but I'm not going to take my phone off my charger right now because I want to be able to stream. Yeah, see, I'm already at 42% battery. Dang, who stressed you out to get that gray? Nothing, just I got my father's genes, and when he was a kid, he said by the time he was somewhere between 17 and 20, he was already starting to lose his hair and his hair grayed. So I got my dad's genes. So that's all. And my hair on the retreat, so I'll have the sides. You know what I mean? And then it'll look like a big shoe if you look from the top because all I have is hair on the sides. Yeah, that's some weird genes. Yeah, look. So very little hair here up top. So I just choose to shave it. I wish it was hair on top and nothing on the sides. In case you can't tell, I say dang a lot, haha. SavageJeans.com. That's funny, Jason. I might have to trademark that or copyright that. So let me zoom in again. What time is it? 3:02. I might go another 15 minutes, maybe 10. I'm getting tired. It's been a long day. As it is, I streamed last night and I end up not falling asleep till 3, and then I was back up at 6 or 5:45 because Molly was nudging me to get up and take her out. What size tanks in front of you? Those are 10 gallons, the ones I'm planning on moving tomorrow to the rack. That way it can fit to 75 right there on the dresser. And Molly's looking for me to come back. Oh, DPK, 1 year since a cash passed. Still think of them. What? 1 year has passed. Still think of them. Yeah. Hi, Carlos. Yep. Hi, Angelo. DPK. DPK, you're horrible. Yeah, well, I haven't been gone for a year, maybe 4.5 months max. I think it was right at 4 months because the videos just rolled to 4 months from 3. Or maybe, yeah, 4.5 at most. That I haven't streamed for. Just due to work. We all do drink milk. Hi, Big Easy, says DPK. DPK saying hi, everyone. So, I know DPK this came in, so maybe I'll continue to stream a little bit longer. But I got part 1 and that was like an hour and 20 minutes, so I'm getting ready to hit 2 hours here in the next couple minutes. Guppy King's Aquatics. DPK, what's his channel name? Cash. I mean, I can't find it anyway now. Yeah, yawn, right? I mean, I do have an energy drink, but I really don't want to drink it at this point because if I drink it, I will be up till, geez, 6 or 7, or I'll probably stay up all day tomorrow, and I have to work tomorrow. And the guy I work with, because I'm trying to help him out, so he's not by himself from 4 on or 4:30 on. Um, Let me check that. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to click that link. It took me out of the live stream, guys. Sorry about that. Fish Tropic says, "Are you gonna have the fam help you out choosing the guppies you're gonna breed?" Oh, definitely, Jason. I definitely want that. And stop looking at my fat chin because I am trying to weight. I'm actually down like I want to say somewhere between 5 and 10 pounds over the last 3 or 4 weeks or a month since I've been trying to watch what I eat. Thanks DPK. Couldn't find it. I don't know why. Laugh out loud. Yeah, he was a cool guy, Guppy King. That's sweet. Sorry about that, where there was a brief intermission, guys. Guppy King Aquatics says, I knew him some, and I agree. Alright, I gotta sit up because if I'm gonna drink that beer, I need my adult beverage. Sexy legs, Cappy. Well, the thing is, Carlos, I'm trying to charge, and the house charger's in here, and I'm using my landlord's Wi-Fi, so in my bedroom I got a better signal. and it's kind of messy, obviously, because Molly. Normally, I don't keep a sheet on here when my son's not here or anything, because this is my son's bed. I only have a little small one-bedroom apartment, so eventually I'll upgrade to two when money gets a little bit better, or I get my own place. Um, and there is Miss Molly herself. So normally, like I said, I don't keep a blanket or a sheet on that bed while my son's away, or I don't have him. So yeah. See, I gotta vacuum. Maybe if I have time, I'll vacuum more before I go to work. Usually, I have to empty the vacuum cleaner like 5 times when I do vacuum, and that's even when I vacuum after a week or so. But today I did brush Molly pretty well, so hopefully that'll keep a couple of the fill ups down. So yeah, that's what's going on there. Let me zoom back in. Molly, oh, love your Java moss, brother. Yeah, I actually have Christmas moss in there and Java fern and all that stuff too, Carlos. Doesn't look messy to me. It is. Like, I gotta fold all those clothes. Those clothes are clean. There's 2 bins there. You just can't tell. Actually, maybe you can see that little white right there at the tip of my finger. That's 2 bins. I got a coffee table on the other side that used to be where that new rack is. Um, DPK says, not sure. Guppy King, haven't seen from for a while. Jeff's Aquarium Hobby says, hey guys. Hey Jeff, how are you? Wow, it's starting to get more people in here. That's pretty sweet. Woohoo! Almost 50% battery. Then I can actually start walking around comfortably again for at least 10 or 15, 20 minutes. Hi, Jeff. Same here. He disappeared. Laugh out loud. Yeah, honestly, guys, I'm truly sorry, but I did have to disappear. Jason probably told some of the fish fam that, you know, we knew that what was going on with my situation. Long story short, the job changed. My job changed to a different house. The house I was working at, since there was only three residents living there for like a year, was long story short, about 50 grand in the hole because it's a non-profit and we work with people with disabilities that need extra support, like people that are adults, like 18 plus, usually. Um, that might have MR or Down syndrome or autism, different spectrums of autism. Um, uh, Guppy King Aquatics said he was coming back to YouTube and then poof, gone, laugh out loud. DPK says, I like how they're 3 10-gallon setup. Yep. We're talking. Oh, well, KG said he was taking a break for a while, so. But he's got the business going pretty good, too, so. And plus, you got to think he had what, 50, 60, 80, 70,000 subscribers. So those videos are up. So, you know what I mean? Still, and they're probably still making him a little bit to keep his fish room. So, SI. Yep. So, Carlos, these tanks are going to be moved later today. I got a 75 gallon for 40 bucks. Just recently, I just got to clean it. So later today, I'm draining all 3 of these tanks to 50%. That way, the tanks will only weigh about maybe 60 pounds. No problem. I'll gently move them. I've done it before when they've been literally at the top like they are right now with, you know, or I drain them 2 inches. That way the slosh doesn't get me too wet. And then I've moved tanks before like that. Uh, Angelo's fish tank says, so how you been holding up, Carlos, my friend? Is that play sand in the first or pool filter sand? There is. What do you mean? Where play sand? I don't have play sand in these tanks. I have uh, gravel mix from Ace Hardware, which I rinsed a lot. That last tank, if you're talking that last tank, that is actually real live soil from outside, like a dirted tank. Someone had actually had that as a hermit tank, and they just got some fresh organic loam or something that never had pesticides or anything sprayed in it. So you know, yeah. But I do have play sand in my other tanks, some of my other tanks, which I just rinse a lot. I'll spend for a 50-pound bag, I'll spend like a solid hour, hour and a half if I do the whole bag, 50-pound bag cleaning it. Angela's Fish Tank says, sweet deal, Brian. Yeah, I happen to see it, and they wanted it gone that day. They're like, first come, first serve. Whoever gets here first, it's theirs. DPK, I'm hanging in there. Angelo probably won't be on streams for a while to get my two front teeth reconstruction going in 2 weeks for an estimate on the procedure. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that, Carlos. I wish you the best, and my prayers go out to you, buddy. So those are those tanks. I'm at 50%. So let me unplug and show people the tanks again. That way they can get an update. You can check out my first or second live stream that I did over the last couple days. You know what I mean? I think I live streamed this past Sunday because Jason got me to. So 3 days ago, I did it where my tanks had all the algae on it. Today I cleaned the bulk of my tanks, the algae from the side that I view. Just that one side, but the other three sides are pretty straightforward. So let's see this tank. Uh, Angela's Fish Tank says, "Oh man, I hope it goes well." Bye, Melvin. Melvin says I gotta go now. Watching a movie later. Fish fam. Yep. Um. Oh man, I hope it goes well. It probably won't be cheap, unfortunately. DPK or Carlos says I keep breaking my teeth because my PSD I keep lock jarring when I have my episodes. I'm sorry about that, buddy. Jeff's Aquarium Hobby Enjoyment says, at Guppy King Aquatics, how's that guppy breeding contest with Guppy's Fish Room going? Everyone's saying, see ya, Melvin. Later, Guppy King. I'm pretty sure I'm winning, Jeff. Ha ha ha. Later, Angelo. Later, Captain. Sorry to hear that, Carlos. Hang in there, buddy. Says Angelo's Fish Tanks. So these are the tanks. Like I said, I cleaned the glass here and this glass. Obviously, I neglected this because if you guys don't know, I got this filter up and running today, cleaned out. So there's duckweeds pushed over, but this was pretty thick. I took some more Java moss and Java fern and Christmas moss out of this tank, put it in that 20 long. I cleaned this Java moss out. There was a big bushel, so I took it down back to the coconut or whatever it's on. There's a different one of the rare type mosses I got from Lucas Brett's that I split. That's in here with the Java fern. You can see the two different types. Oh man, that purple tail guppy looks sweet. Yeah, it looks purple, but it's, believe it or not, yeah, it does look purple under the light. I mean, that's what the LED light in here. I believe this is a 10 or 12,000 K light. Looks beautiful. So these guppies are in here. Guppy King Aquatics says, DPK, you saw that too? I want it. Laugh out loud. Big Easy, DPK missed from stream to stream. No one eat crazy with me. TG, one on the left. Guppy King. Yeah, well, if people are interested in certain ones, I'm going to share this. When I get these fish tanks set up and I actually start breeding, because that's once they get set up, I'll start selecting the guppies I want. I'm going to have the fish fam help me select the ones that I should breed, and only the males and the females of that type will be in there. And then I'll wait for the babies and throw them into a separate tank as I see fry pop. But I'll probably have to give the females a couple months by themselves That way they drop all the fry that they currently have before I let the males in there. Looks sweet. DPK missed from the okay. I know. Laugh out loud, Big Easy, or DPK says, Big Easy with a crazy fish food eater. Breed that purple one, Cappy. Yeah, I will. So that's these 3 tanks. Those pork chops are coming out of this tank. When I set up the 75, if I can get it up and running, and with the amount of media I have, um, I'll set the 75 right here and move the pork chop rasboras in there. I might give it a week or two with the 75 being empty. Maybe throw some snails in there. Obviously some plants. And cycled media are in there. Because I got plenty of cycled media between this tank, old filters in there that have snails galore on them. That sump has a lot of beneficial bacteria in there. I don't agitate that water all that much, but I know the algae is doing okay. Oh, oh yeah, that's right. I shut this tank off. This light. So, got the big female Oscar right here. These guys have doubled or tripled in size since I introduced them. I added those 2 goldfish from the 18-gallon tote. So I'm just updating what I've done today. I topped off all these tanks. Took some of the Naha grass out of here. Moved it into a couple other tanks so it can take off. I cleaned that filter and a lot of the other filters out and put more filter floss in the hang-on backs. Didn't really do much besides just clean the glass on this. And then we got this bad boy, which I've been primarily working on. I moved this from the 125 or this big Anubias because it was getting beat to hell and it was just floating everywhere. Every time I would glue it or tie it down, the big Oscar would somehow figure out how to break it, or a fish's fin would slice it off. Oh, it's later, Angelo. Night, Angelo. Have a good night, bud. Which snails you looking for? I have ivory snails growing, and I put Nerite snails in it, but my puffer, it's too big. The Nerite snails, so the puffer Fahaka that's in here doesn't really want to do anything with that big of a snail yet. DPK says Big Easy got mad. Malaysian trumpet snails, great pea puffer food. Still have them. Fish Tropic says you should grab some manganese foods like Admana and soybeans still in the pods. Jeff's Aquarium Hobby Enjoyment at Guppy King Aquatics, sort of trying to make some food and listen and glance at chat. Spinach is also start feeding them that. Yeah, I will. I actually am planning on later today feeding some green beans, some cucumbers, some squash, stuff like that to all my tanks. Guppy King's Aquatic says, laugh out loud, nice, what you cooking? You got Peeve Puffer back yet? Me? No, my pea puffers, unfortunately, moved on to a better place. Because I wasn't keeping up with the tanks as much, so I lost those little guys, so I will get them again. But I think I'm going to put them in the 20 this time. Give them more space. DPK says, I think Java Moss would be your best bet growing more, at least the 55-gallon tote. You will make good money on that. Danny's Aquarium says, hello, can't stand, unfortunately. That's okay, Danny. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. Hi, Danny. DPK says, not yet, Big Easy. I lost a lot of fish 2 months ago. Again. Fish Tropic says, if you can get black beans, they're better. Breeding 2 must pleco. Mark Brown pleco drive me crazy. I have super red plecos that are bred in this tank. The Fahaka puffer does not mess with them. He had the fry. I am gonna get a couple, like three or there's only one peppered Cory left in here. Um, I don't know what happened. They just didn't really make it. Not sure. I did the regular quarantine I do, and that was the only one that survived. So I don't know if one of the meds I used hurt the peppered Cory, because I've read the backs to make sure they won't affect the Cory fish at all. But it is what it is. So I'll pick up some more peppered Cory this weekend, hopefully. Um, because I want them in like a group of at least 3 to 5. Well, I'll be right back. DPK says try strawberries for guppies, but first don't feed them for 2 days, and then feed them the strawberries so they can get some vitamins and antioxidants from that. Half a cup of tofu has 37 milligrams of magnesium. Which meds you use on the Cory? I use the regular trifecta. The Ick-X, because I thought I saw ick on them. I used Jesus. I can't. The trifecta. Erythromycin and something else. But I double checked to make sure they didn't hurt Cory's. And I watched YouTube videos explaining the do's and don'ts with certain meds, and it never said anything about the Cory, so I don't know. So I'll pick up some more peppered Corys. Usually my local PetSmart has a really good setup. They always quarantine, when they have, come in. They have a separate room that's not part of the central system, and the quarantine for like 2 to 3 weeks, or at least a week minimum. That way they can try to make sure they sell the best products. And if they see anything in any tank, they'll treat the whole system, the centralized system. Yeah, Ick-X, General Cure, and Erythromycin. That's what I used. Thank you. Jeff's Aquarium Hobby. I couldn't remember. DPK Broski, sup? Hey, Tropic. If you find erythromycin with the wrong meds, it will poison Corys. Well, Ick-X in General Cure shouldn't be bad with erythromycin. Bad mix? What? Ick-X, General Cure, and erythromycin? Because Corey from Aquarium Co-op said he's done that. I just don't, and that's what he does in his store. Fish Tropic says also buys frozen sardines, calcium pack, omega acids also. Well, I feed a lot of omega 1, and it has a lot of the amino acids and stuff like that, and the flake food and the pellets and all that. Any NAD mix. It's not easy being Big Easy. Salmon if you eat it. Yep, I gotcha. So, yeah, that's that tank, guys. Oh, I'm back down to 41%, and it's only been like 10 minutes. I've used to have a trio of meds on Corys, and they were okay. Yeah, I mean, I treated other peppered Corys before with that same trifecta and had no issues. You know? So, I'll just pick up the new ones and put them in here and see what happens. Or maybe if the 75 set up long enough, maybe I'll put the peppered Corys in there. I just want to get 2 more Corys in here. I know there's already a lot of fish, but like I said, that's a 40-gallon rated sponge filter. And then this thing is like a 220 gallon per hour hang on back. DPK says I had issues before, especially when mixing those in low or medium pH. See, this pH is 7 in this tank with the sand and the gravel and everything. This reads, I want to say 7.2, 7.4. I can't remember. I'll have to use the pH meter and see. Fish Tropic says here's a list of calcium sorted fruits: oranges, tangerines, dried apricots, kiwis, dates, dried figs, rhubarb, prickly pears, prunes. Put some back in the water, DPK. Gotcha. Alright guys, I have to hit the bathroom for a minute, so I'm just gonna prop you guys up against something so you can continue to watch this tank. Oh, switched it around by accident. I'll be right back. My eyeballs are floating, so bye, Aubrey. Alright guys, I'm back. Don't mind me, I'm just going to set up this little tripod right here so I don't have to keep holding the stuff on. Alright guys, I'm back. Don't mind me, I'm just going to set up this little tripod right here so I don't have to keep holding. Let's see. Does anybody else use Levamisol for QTing? Yes, I do. I just need to buy more because I only bought a small pack and my son accidentally knocked it on the floor and it got everywhere, and with how contaminated the floor was at the time, I didn't use it. Put some DPK, that's the difference. My pH is around 7.8. Or it could be you getting salt leaching in tap. Not only can you feed your fish this, but you can also eat it too. Does it? Yep, I use that. Yep, higher pH works better if you do 7.2, 7.4. I notice I get a lot of big pH shift. Yep, Jesse, yes, says Fish Tropic. I do in Tropic. I remember seeing videos of yours on Levamisol at Fish Tropic. Yeah, I gotta get some Levamisol myself. Sorry guys, it's easier. Sorry, it's because it kind of bleached out. I think I'm gonna make it a quartet of meds including Levamisol, a year, laugh out loud. Yeah, honestly, this 20 gallons been set up right here. Jeez. Probably going on 6 months, so this is starting to slowly become a seasoned tank. Let's see. A year, laugh out loud. You get those worms, you need to cull and reset, laugh out loud. DPK says laugh out loud too, yeah. Let me move this back so we can get not so much bleach. Sorry guys, I just have 2 lights on this tank because the amount of plants. And I'm trying to grow this tiger lotus back out because it used to be pretty big in this right-hand corner right here where this thing was. Free X, all the fish, do not flush them. I did a year, but with your treatment, Tropic. Jeff's Aquarium Hobby Enjoyment DPK, I've done 2 Levamisol treatments on each of 3 tanks, and I recognize the camelus and worms. Yeah. I just like to have Levamisol just as a backup, but I'm not joking. The PetSmart that I get the bulk of my fish at, because that's the closest place. There's no local fish stores near me. Not at least within 45 minutes. I'd have to go an hour and a half to 2 hours away, closer to Albany in other directions, north, south, east, west, just to find a mom and pop store. So PetSmart has been really great. They treat when they see stuff, and they have actually reputable breeders that they use, and usually they quarantine stuff and make sure the fish they send are pretty good. So I know PetSmart's is a big box store, but honestly, a lot of the people in the that at that PetSmart have been there for years, and especially the ones that keep the tanks going have been there for at a minimum of 6 years, and they've had their own tanks for 6 to 10 to 15 years. So they know what they're doing. I was hoping I was done with them. Fish Tropic says any fish with hanging red worm is female and dropping eggs as fish swims. Remember, the parasite is feeding off the host. Blood vampire worm. Oh, laugh out loud, get salt, DPK. Yep. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So, we got 6 people in here and 6 likes. And I've been streaming just about an hour now. We must be approaching, this is what I thought, 3:33. So, we're back to where I was when I started charging in my bedroom. Back to 33% battery. I probably got enough juice for another 20 minutes, at most 25. And I think I'm going to call it quits here so I can get at least 2.5 hours of sleep before Molly wakes me up at 6:30. And that's if I can go to sleep right away. Make it 7. What do you mean make it 7, Jeff? Explanation on that, please. Now there's only 3. Jeff, you need a bigger aquarium, I think. Select pet 8. Well, we're down to 3 viewers, so you can see what's happening. Jeff Aquarium Hobby said enjoyment said likes. I forgot to like until you mentioned it. No, it's fine, but we're down to 3 viewers. I may cut the stream sooner than later. Yeah, if you're here, just say something in the chat so I know you're here. Big Easy's here, Fish Tropics here, Select Pets here, Jeff's Aquarium Hobby and Enjoyment's here, DPK's here, looking for a different name, Big Easy. Now there's only 2 here. Guppy King was here. So let me move to my bedroom again. I'll set that up on the tripod and start charging my phone again because I'm at 30%. So I just lost 3% in like 3 minutes. So if it's a minute per percentage, I'll be zeroed out in probably 30 minutes or so. And the battery starts weakening at 15% to the point that 15% will go in 5 minutes. I've had it happen on this phone and other phones. So let me set this on the table. And let me get this thing charging. Oh, we're back to 5 now, 4. What is Molly? What are you doing? Move it down. Enough. Bad girl. Stay away from the damn fish tank. You're done. Sorry about that, guys. Molly was being a bad girl and knocked one of my lights down and broke it because she's just way too obsessed with plecos. So, let me see if I can't zoom in. That's great. I'll just hold the damn tripod. What was that? Jeff's Aquarium Hobby and Joe Man. Alright, glad I caught you live. Hope to catch you next time later. Now I use chloroquine, phosphate powder, or fluke. For fluke, it can a lot of other parasites. It works amazing. That's great to hear, DPK. Why is this thing moving? Try Labenazole is also good for flukes. That's very cool. There's my Smalley. Yeah. Yeah, don't give me the puppy dog eyes because you know you messed up. I'm almost home. Guess I'll see you guys later. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to cut this at an hour, guys. So that's in like a couple minutes. Just because it's like 3:40 in the morning. And we keep losing people, so... Not that I mind talking to 3 people. Just... It's cool. Alright, whoever's here, give them one last shout out for the night. So say something in chat so I can get your name. So let's see. Select Pets here. DPK, Fish Tropic, Jeff's Aquarium Hobby and Enjoyment, Big Easy, Fish Tropic, looking for some different name, DPK, Big Easy, Guppy King Aquatics, this is good. Good to read on flukes. Furion, Big Easy, Jeremy not here. That's crazy. DPK, tell him. Yep. Jeremy's sleeping. Either that or Jeremy's just doing up regular maintenance to his fish tanks. He could be sleeping though. You're right. Alright, this hit 1 hour. So we're officially like 2.5 hours in. I read 3 different species on fluke so far. Fish, for some fish, live in fish gills, and some live in the fish skin between their scales. She's sleeping, laugh out loud, says Big Easy. Yep. Fish drops and says, ha ha ha. Alright, I'm going to give this 3 more minutes till 3:45 and then the stream's done, guys. So I'm going to start wrapping it up. It's the start of the day. Coffee, boys. Yeah. I'm tempted to stay up, but I know I'm going to be a hurting guy and I won't want to stream tomorrow night when I get home from work. I got a monster drink, which will, if I drink that, will keep me up for the next 6, 8 hours. It's crazy how each shows different behavior. Who's here? McMurray Farms. Hi, everyone. McMurray. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm bad at uh, pronouncing words. Monster tank move. Monster. Oh, monster tank move. Monster drink. Gonna have you wired, Cappy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. At this point, since it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning, and I know my dog Molly's gonna wake me up in like 6:30, looking to go out for a walk or out back so she can pee and do her business and all that. At that point, I'm up. I might as well start moving tanks. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna do a live stream of that. I'll make McMurr the okay. McMurvey Farms. Cool. I'm just charging my cell phone right now. That's why you see these three tanks. It's just a slow charging process. Bologna and maple syrup, boys. Yeah. Says DPK. Yep. I know, Murvey Farms. I know you just came in here, but between the two streams, I'm at like 2.5 hours. So I might stay in here a little bit longer since you just showed up, but not much longer. Because technically, before you showed up, I said I was cutting this out at 3:45 in the morning, my time, which is East Coast Standard Time or Eastern Standard Time. Says DPK. DPK says Canadian bacon is the best, especially the smoked one. Yeah, I'd have to agree. That type of bacon. Cappy O'Brien show late night, right? It's just because I don't have to be into work till 1 for the meeting. Normally Thursdays are my day off. If it was my day off today, I wouldn't really care. But since I'm helping the guy at work, so he's not by himself, after 4:30 p.m. till 10, I'm going in. So I'll be in at 1 and maybe I'll work till 10 or maybe I'll work till 8. I don't know yet. It's all overtime. It's all gravy. So DPK, I wish Chaz starts streaming again with you, Cappy. Missed those days. Fish Tropic says stay up till the meeting and then down the energy drink. I'll need more than one energy drink to stay up all that time and then be able to not worry about driving home tomorrow from work. But Jason, I wouldn't stream that whole time. I would want to relax, eat some breakfast, and then slowly start moving these tanks if I was gonna stay up. And then once the tanks were moved, I'd probably try and take an hour or two nap before work. DPK says, laugh out loud, have a sandwich with it. Yeah, right. Usually at the meetings, they have food. Someone goes and buys food for the staff because it's a staff meeting for the whole house, so they could be um, 8, 10 staff there. And that doesn't mean that there isn't other higher ups there and stuff like that, so they could be more than 10 for the meeting tomorrow. It could be 15 or 20 people. Usually not. Usually it's only like 6 or 8 at most. Because these staff meetings aren't mandatory. Um, they try to say some of them are mandatory, but legally they can't make it mandatory. Not a first responder. I don't work for the state, so they can't mandate it. You know what I mean? It's funny how they try to do that stuff. Big spenders, some people. It sounds like a plan. Big spenders. Free food at the meeting, that's the place to be. Well, the residents I work at, the agency I work for, anyone that works like ResHab and like Dayhab, they figure the staff's going to eat the food because technically we really don't get to go out and take your traditional 15-minute break or if you work an 8-hour shift, how you get two 15-minute breaks and a half-hour lunch. Technically, we don't get a half-hour lunch. Our half-hour lunch is eating with the guys, so they let us have free food. So the house pays for the food. Oh yeah, I'd be chowing down. Extra goat milk, yeah, right. So I mean, we eat the residents' food, because normally we cook them lunch or make them lunch, and we're gonna obviously eat lunch with them, and then if we make them dinner, we're gonna eat the dinner. So makes sense. Ooh, I'm allergic to goat milk. That's not good. Gives me bloat and farts. Laugh out loud. Yeah, right. That's pretty funny, DPK or colors. Yeah. Woohoo! Back up to 34% because I got down to 30%, so we're making okay time. I know when I cut this stream, I'll go to 4 a.m. exactly, and then I'm cutting the stream. That way, McVer's farm can get at least a few minutes of the stream. I have have a slurry of ice milk. A slurry ice milky. Okay, whatever that means. So McVer Farms. I'm moving these 3 tanks tomorrow. I'm going to drain them to 50%. Put the 5 gallons from each, or roughly 5 gallons from each, in 3 buckets. And then I'll dump the water back in once I move slowly. But those will go on the rack out in the living room. And then over here, those 2 tanks are going to get moved to the rack. And then I will get rid of that coffee table right there and that other rolling rack tomorrow. And though, that way I can set up a temporary rack with like cinder blocks and 2x12s or whatever. I could put 40 breeders or something like that on. Getting tired, boys. Been a long week already. A lot of hours up so far. Huh. I don't know. I say I want to do this till 4, but I'm getting pretty tired pretty quickly. So if I'm gonna stay up, I'm gonna have to drink that energy drink. What about the camel milk? Laugh out loud. 4 a.m. then rest cappy. Ew, camel milk is a bit sour. Same as sheep milk has a wild taste to it. Cappy needs his picnic basket. Have some yak milk. Tropic laugh my yeah, right? No thank you. I'm good without yak milk. And I'm more than halfway done with this beer, so I'm probably save it for later tonight, depending on how the day is. So I'm almost to 3 hours of streaming now. Yeah, good idea, says DPK. I catch eagles and milk their greatness. Laugh out loud. Haha, that's funny. So what else am I doing tomorrow? Once those 3 tanks are moved at the minimum, the 75 gallon will come in and get set up right here on the dresser. And yes, I do have plenty of room. Oh no, says DPK. So I'll set the 75 gallon on this. And then I have, like I said previously and many times on the stream already, I have enough media, plenty of media, which I can throw in the 75 gallon. Plus, I could weed this more of the plants out, throw some duckweed in there. Um, so I could almost insta cycle the stuff based on the amount of items that have beneficial bacteria on it. And then I'm not gonna mind giving up to a brand new tank, but I don't know. I might let that tank sit for 2 or 3 weeks. Anyways, you get 2 drops from the Eagles Tropic, but those 2 drops are sheer greatness. DPK says you're gonna need a ton of Eagles for that 1 gallon. That's funny. Very funny. What's even funnier is the amount of yarning I'm doing. Did anyone say water change? Or moist cock? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sorry for bouncing the camera around. I'm just trying to find a happy median with the stand for my cell phone. Moist Myers. Water change monster special. Yeah. I topped off all the water, so I'm not gonna do like water change. Whew. Unless it's in the 75 where I'm cleaning it, and then I just want to water change the water, get rid of the water. But even then, I have 25 or 30 foot long cord, and I can pull that pond pump out and suck suck out about 30 gallons of water real quick with that thing. It's just us boys, duckweed, every day, duck and weed. Yep. All right, guys. On that case, if we're down to 2 people, I'm calling it quits. And everyone have a good night. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate the support. If you're new to the channel and you just happen to catch this stream, please think about subscribing. Um, if you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell button because that'll send a reminder or remind you or let you know when I stream live or I come out with new video content. Thanks again for all the support. I appreciate everyone in here. Fish Tropic says, peace. Night, everyone. Stay blessed. Go off to bed. Yep. Same here. And make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you don't like the video, tell me why, and I'll try to do my best to improve on it. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys later today. If not later today, sometime tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye-bye.